Welcome back to Greg's Preaching Right Division. So a lot of people think that there's one church, even though the Bible in the New Testament says there's more than one church. Yeah, specifically in Galatians 1, it says there's churches of Judea. In the book of Acts, it says Moses hasn't preached in every city. So Moses hasn't preached in every city in the synagogues on Saturday. Those are the churches of Judea. When God's going through the nation Israel, he's still in the synagogues. He's still in the temple. It's on Saturday. Those are the churches of Judea spoken of in Galatians chapter 1. So I'm studying, preaching on and teaching on Galatians chapter 2. We're in verse 11. But when Peter was come to Antioch, I withstood him to the face because he was to be blamed. So people believe that Peter and Paul are teaching the same thing, word for word, the same thing. And Peter isn't teaching the same thing as Paul is. And I'll show you why in Galatians chapter 2. Will show you why. Peter has a hard time letting go of the Old Testament because the Old Testament carries over into the New Testament for Israel. All you have to do is read Acts chapter 21, verse 20. Every Jew that believed was zealous of the law. Every Jew that was saved by Jesus Christ was zealous of the law. So Peter's zealous of the law. He's a Jew that believes and is zealous of the law. Acts 21:20. And here's what's going on. For before that certain came from James, he did eat with the Gentiles, Peter did. But when they were come, he withdrew himself, fearing them which were of the circumcision. So James is the other leader of the churches of Judea. James is over there in Jerusalem, preaching Jesus in the synagogues and the temple. And they haven't quite been kicked out of Israel yet, but they will be. They will be martyred, and not too long after, after this, 12 years after this, or actually less than 12 years. This is written in 58 AD, and James will be killed in 62 AD. So it won't be long before James and Peter and Israel will be coming after James and Peter and the other apostles that are still in the synagogues on Saturday, preaching Jesus Christ is their Messiah. And the other Jews dissembled likewise with him, insomuch that Barnabas also was carried away with their dissimulation. But when they saw that they walked not uprightly according to the truth of the gospel, I said unto Peter before them all, if thou being a Jew, livest after the manner of the Gentiles, and not as do the Jews, why compellest thou the Gentiles to live as do the Jews? We who are Jews by nature, and not sinners of the Gentiles. So it's a long section from 11 to verse 21. What's going on is Peter, when Israel wasn't around, his brother Jews, he's actually eating like pork ribs or whatever he wants to eat because God told him he could eat whatever he wants. We'll get it. See you next time.